Who is the majority in parliament right now? Is it the NPP or the NDC? That's the question on the minds of Ghanaians right now with the recent events in parliament. So let's get into it and find out what exactly is going on.
Let's go!
As of 2021, the NPP has held majority in parliament. This gave them power when executing some floor-splitting decisions. That was until Speaker of Parliament and certified gangster Alban Gbagbe decided to do something about it. You see, according to the rules of parliament, if a sitting member leaves a political party for another or becomes an independent candidate, he has to vacate his seat in parliament. So the speaker declared those seats vacant, which meant that for the first time in 4 years, the NDC became majority in parliament. And whilst the NDC were busy celebrating and getting to work on undoing some of the NPP's deeds, the NPP started freaking out. This will mean disaster for them. So they had to bring out their secret weapon. There are three arms of government: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. And out of the three, I can boldly say that the most powerful is the judiciary. These people are gods. The executive or the legislature can make a decision, but the judiciary can hold on to that decision until Jesus comes, as long as it is not constitutional. And conveniently for the NPP, many of the judges were appointed favorably by the president. So when Speaker Gbagbe pulled a fast one on them, they went crying to the Supreme Court with an injunction, and within 24 hours, the court put a hold on the speaker's decision. So the chamber has now come to a stalemate. The NDC insists that they are the majority, and the NPP says that they are still the majority, and nothing has changed. So two majorities, one parliament, one calipo, two biscuits. This has led to a lot of tension as both parties intend on sitting on the majority area in parliament on Tuesday. In any case, if the Supreme Court dismisses the speaker's ruling, it will be good news for the NPP, bad news for the NDC, but for every ordinary Ghanaian, that decision should scare us. It should give us nightmares because it means that the system has been corrupted from within. So there's supposed to be something called separation of powers, where the three arms don't override each other. And constitutionally, Alban Gbagbe did the right thing. Those seats are supposed to be vacated. But because there is a political motivation behind all this, the NPP wants to use the courts to influence internal parliamentary decisions, which is wrong. Because of this, the NPP propaganda machine, like General Buhari, has taken to starting a smear campaign against Alban Gbagbe, trying to paint him black to make themselves look better. This situation has raised a few questions. Number one, the NDC claimed to use their newfound power to abolish the betting tax and even the e-levy before the next government comes in. So why didn't the NPP majority do the same thing if they are also campaigning on the same promises? Number two, is there really separation of power in this country, or are we being run by an oligarchy? Number three, how does Cheddar intend to rule this country if he has no one in parliament and no one in the courts? And if you want answers to the last question, you already know what to do. Subscribe.